Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Today we will be doing some binder maintenance for most of my binders. I will be doing a full collection flip through at the end of this year, so I did want to just do this binder maintenance to get things a little bit more organized, a little bit more to my taste before we do the collection flip through. So a lot of this is going to be re-sleeving, moving collections into different binders, doing some reorganization. There'll probably be a mix of chatting and a mix of like sped up videos during portions of the binder maintenance. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first up we have my girl group binder, and I am actually going to start off by, I think I am going to start off with re-sleeving all of the girl groups except for Twice. So let's start off with that. I have aespa, I have Twice, obviously, Itzy, I have some Red Velvet, and I am going to start with aespa. And I will be doing more of a thorough flip through when I do that like kind of year-end collection video. So I'm not really gonna necessarily go through all of the photo cards right now, but I am using these Mondu Deco Premium, these pink sleeves for the girl groups that will be in this binder. Right now, all of the girl groups are in these Dragon Shield sleeves, and they're really good. I'm going to keep the Twice ones in these Dragon Shield sleeves, but for this binder and for the binder pages, they're like a little bit too tight, especially when you put two cards back to back. So I will just be re-sleeving all of the girl groups except for Twice in these Mondu Deco pink sleeves. And in case you couldn't tell, I will be moving the Twice photo cards into its own new binder. This binder in particular, it came with this many pages, but if you can see like in my previous storing videos, if I filled up this binder, it wouldn't close, even though it gave me that number of sleeves. And it did say that this is good for double siding. So, I mean, like I really have like a pretty limited amount of pages that I can put in this, binder, which is why I'm also going to move Twice to another binder, because I'm going to probably collect them more in the new year, but also it'll just open up some room in this binder as well. I think I might just end up taking like probably a good like third of these pages, like all of this, I'll probably end up taking and putting it into another binder, maybe like making another girl group binder at some point. So that's it for the girl groups, everyone except Twice. So they've now been re-sleeved into these Mondu Deco pink sleeves, and I'll probably just continue using these sleeves for binders that have smaller pocket sizes like these for my girl groups. As I was re-sleeving these, I was thinking, I was like, yeah, you know what, maybe I may attempt, I don't know how well it's going to go, but maybe I will attempt making my own binder for another girl group binder, maybe DIYing it a little bit, maybe putting like, I don't know, maybe putting my aespa collection in its own binder, but for now, I think it's good right here. So let me go grab the binder for our Twice collection. Okay, so here is the binder for our Twice collection. It's really cute, very pink. I did get this off of, I think, Amazon. So let's just flip through to the Twice collection. How am I going to do this? And I'll just re-sleeve. So these are Ultra Pro pages. The sleeves or the pockets are a little bit wider than, say, the pockets in these binders. So they fit the Dragon Shield sleeves quite well, especially when you do put them back to back. You do put the photo cards back to back. So I do want to keep the Twice collection in the Dragon Shield sleeves. Plus, like, I really like the deeper magenta for them. So we're gonna keep that going. And so we had 9 here. I might just do, let me do this, it might be easier. I'm just gonna pull them, at least pull a bunch at a time, or pull a per member at a time. Okay. So that's Nyan all done. And then do Jungwon right here. Okay, now we have Sana here. I have a severe lack of Sana cards that needs to change in 2026. She is so cute. I need to get more photo cards of her. Honestly, all of them. I need to get more photo cards of all of the members if I'm being so for real right now. That is the Twice collection that I have so far in this cute new binder. And then I'm just going to take these sleeves, put them back in the back over here. Yeah, absolutely. I will probably take a good chunk of these and then try out that new binder idea. I'm set now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and make my own binder. But all right, that is the Twice collection rehomed in this new binder. And then let's now move on to the boy groups. It just got very overcast suddenly, so hopefully like the lighting's okay for this part. But anyway, we are going to move on to the Stray Kids and TXT collection, and I am moving both of these collections into a larger binder because I am going to be collecting more of Yeonjun and collecting more of Bangchan for 2026. So I wanted to get a larger like 2-inch binder, which is just back there. But first I will need to do some re-sleeving. I put Bangchan in the midnight blue matte sleeves, and then I'm putting Yeonjun in these kind of emerald green matte sleeves. So I'll just open this up and then just re-sleeve the Bangchan cards, photo cards that I missed. And then I do have to re-sleeve. There's some TXT and some Stray Kids cards that I need to actually re-sleeve in these Dragon Shields, like these jet matte sleeves. And then the Mandu Deco sleeves, which I was using for this binder, I am definitely going to put aside and reuse it for some of the other boy groups that I have in the other binder. How am I going to do this? I don't want to mess up the order too much, even though like this isn't in the best order, and we'll see if I want to put this in like the exact order for Bangchan. So yeah, we'll just do this for now. So as I'm filming this, the Do It album hasn't come out yet. Obviously it will be like out for, I don't know, like a few weeks, 2 weeks or so, by the time I post this. But, you know, asking a question from the future on how people are liking the album. Of course, I already pre-ordered a bunch with my friends, a bunch of the album. We do try to go in on a couple of the albums to cover our bases, and then we like to do like a little photo card trading. I have, as you'll see here, barely any Han photo cards because anytime I get some, I immediately give it over to my friend who is a huge Han bias. So like I don't know if I don't know, like he'll always just be missing from my collection. And I don't want people to think that I don't want to collect him, because like, you know, I mean I do, but I also you know the joy of giving a photo card to a friend of their bias. So I think I'll just have to, you know, for the next while, not really have Han in my collection, but that's okay. He's, you know, he's in my heart. Is that too cheesy? Is that too cheesy to say? But no, he's such a great performer. But, you know, in exchange, I do get all of my friends' Bangchan cards that she pulls. Sungmin, I also give her Lino. I believe that's like her bias wrecker. She hasn't really said it outright, but I do think so. Because she does, like, next to Han, she talks about Lino the most. But even just based on the promo, the Do It promos and but even based on the Do It promos and the trailers, I just keep like Yeonjun and IN have just like, I've just been paying like a bit more attention, surprising, like, you know, and it's surprising to me, even though like I love, like I'm always OT8 with Stray Kids, but yeah, I think that Yeonjun and IN, I'm like, oh, you know, they're really just like standing out so far in these promos. And again, by the time this video is released, like the music video will have already been out, probably the album will have already been out. So I you know, who knows? I may be predicting right now that like IN and like Yeonjun are going to be a little bit of a problem for me in the for future Sandra. So we'll see though. We'll see. Stray Kids 2 is one of the few groups where I do end up getting multiples of their albums. I tend not to, like, I'm not a huge album collector compared to photo cards, but I do for certain groups like Ateez and probably like Stray Kids, will make the exception of buying multiple albums for that group. Okay, so we have Bangchan all re-sleeved in the midnight blue. And then I'm just going to put these Mandu Deco card sleeves away for some, save them for my other photo cards. I'm just trying to reuse photo cards as much as possible. You know, you spend money on it, you want to just, and it's not like these are very old, so just trying to reuse them as my collection grows. So we'll just do these Jet Matte Dragon Shield cards, and they've got a little bit of a glitter to them, which I didn't notice, but you know what? I like it. I'm not mad at it. So we'll just use that. For the other members of Stray Kids, and I think for the other members of TXT, we'll use these matte ones. And then also for my 17 collection, that's going to be next. Why did I sleeve them this way? I kind of like sleeved them the opposite for the double sleeving. I usually like to do top first, from the top first, and then from the bottom for the outer sleeve. I don't know what preference you guys have in terms of like if you double sleeve. I know some people just like, they're fine with just the single sleeving into the binders, but I do prefer the double sleeving just for the extra protection. But I don't go as far as triple sleeving, which I know some collectors do. But I do get it because, you know, you never know. I do have liquids sometimes around my photo cards. I don't right now. I have like my coffee like somewhere like over there on another like on top of my dresser away from this filming area. So what am I gonna do with these? Like, these are lino lips, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just put them in the new binder too, I guess. Or maybe, you know what, I'll just these are so funny. I'm going to put them, if I do like a kind of a smaller slash non PC album binder for other groups, I'll just put lino lips over there in that binder. Is it? Now I'm just like, now I'm just doubting myself. Yes, it is lino, duh. Okay, it says on the back. Yeah, okay. I'm not misidentifying his lips. This is such a weird phrase. Oh my God. And also, yeah, this is going to be probably in like my next photo storing video because I'm keeping it aside for a future video. But I pulled the very infamous Bangchan like double-sided waist photo card on my birthday, which was very exciting, on like my first try. Well, not first try. I originally got for the Karma albums, I originally got one of the accordions, and then I got the skazoo, and then my friend I think got like the limited version and then also a skazoo. So we went back to get the other two, like, I guess regular versions of the albums, and we're like, let's, you know, I was having like a small gathering for my birthday party at a restaurant, and then so my friend was like, let's just open them while we're at the restaurant. And then yeah, I was already a few drinks in a little bit, so I was very, very excited. I don't think I was expecting it necessarily, but I certainly also was not gonna go out of my way to try and get it, at least not right now, just because, you know, it was being, you know, for obvious reasons, it was really difficult to get, and a lot of group orders or a lot of people selling it that I saw, like, immediately that photo card would be snatched up in like a go, or if someone was selling it. And then I certainly didn't want to say go on like eBay or even on like Pokemarket. Like I was seeing it was selling for like $50, $60, $70 US. It's ridiculous. So my plan, if I didn't really pull it from the Karma albums that I bought beforehand, was that I was just gonna wait it out and see, because like there's certain album photo cards that they get, so people want them, like everyone wants like those album photo cards, like certain album photo cards per era, and the people that like sell them, some people unfortunately don't like really price them how they're worth, right? It's an album photo card at the end of the day. There's tons of them. And so just overpricing them, I just didn't really want to encourage that. So it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm just gonna wait it out. If I don't pull it, it's totally fine. It's an album photo card. Like someone's gonna, you know, down the line drop their collection or something like that, and then I'll get it at that point. But luckily, yes, I did end up pulling the Bangchan waist card, and it was a wonderful birthday. Also, let me re-sleeve these TXT photo cards while I'm at it. Because they're all going to go into the same binder. Right, so that binder is all done. So I have an extra binder here that I can use for another collection. I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up for a second. Okay, so I am going to start with TXT with this new binder, particularly my Yeonjun collection. As you can see, I've already set out all of like the placeholders and everything for the cards that I don't have, because I will be collecting him more actively in like 2026. But I didn't do the same thing for Chan. I don't know if it was just laziness on my part, but I almost wanted to do where I get more photo cards for Chan, and then at that point do more of a like reorganizing for him in particular later on, because I think for now I'm just gonna put him without like, you know, try to put him in like kind of album order-ish, but just kind of get him in this new binder for now, and the other members of Stray Kids. But for Yeonjun, I have more of a organized setup, sort of. So let's go to the very back here, which we have some of his earlier photo cards coming in, but that's just probably going to be for next storing. And then where am I for him? Like my first card that I have, the earliest photo card I have of him is Blue Hour. So that is right here. have some Pob Yeonjuns, which I'm assuming this one falls under. So I will just put him. Here's from Gum. I'm still missing one of his Gum cards. So put that there for now. I'll actually put this here for now. Okay, this is also Gum, right? Yes, it is. So I'm just missing, yeah, I think I'm just missing one. So I'll leave that space there. Put that in when I do get the other card. And then we just have some Yeonjun Pobs here. Okay, and then just keep going. We got Subin right here. And then we got Terry. Okay, and then I think the rest is Kai and group photos. No Bumgyu, because I do not pull Bumgyu. I don't know what's up with that. Oh my gosh, like I have not pulled hardly any Bumgyu. Like I think I have a Bumgyu that I pulled in another album. But yeah, like he definitely is one of, like he's definitely the member that eludes me. Like I don't pull him like at all, if any. So okay. So there we go. A little sparse, but you know, it's what we got. We've got actually quite a bit. Yeah, so that's it for TXT, and then I am going to get Bangchan and Stray Kids ready in this binder. So again, in the interest of really like some time, and also I think I'm realizing I need to go buy some more of these Ultra Pro sleeves. I'm just gonna do a quick storing right now. Okay, so that is my TXT, my Stray Kids collection. I was going to do my 17 binder next, but then I realized I did not buy nearly as many Dragon Shield sleeves that I thought. So for now, I am going to leave them in their Mandu Deco sleeves. That's pretty much what I was going to do. All I was going to do was just re-sleeve them, not really do any other kind of organizing. But I think I will leave that for another video, and then I will just move on now to the last thing, which is my Yunho Ateez binder collection. I'm going to move him into a brand new Meow Cafe binder. Okay, so last thing we're going to do is put our Yunho collection in this new 3-inch Meow Cafe binder. This is an A4 binder in mint green. He was previously in a 2-inch Meow Cafe binder, but I am going to put him in this very lovely brand new binder because I am just collecting him a lot more and I'm running out of room in the other binder. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and then we're gonna also, for his pobs, actually re-sleeve them into a different color. So similar to what I have for Mingi, where his like pobs are in, I think it's like gray, and then his album photo cards are in the white Meow Cafe sleeves. So if you part 2A1. that's everything for Yunho's album photo cards, all nicely organized. Now I am going to look at his POBs, his non-album PCs, like his merch cards, his like season's greetings, all of that. And then I am going to re-sleeve them in these, hold on a second, let me go get them. And then I'm going to re-sleeve all of Yunho's non-album photo cards in these yellow, cream yellow Meow Cafe sleeves. Okay, so now I'm going to store all of my Yunho non-album photo cards in the second half of the binder. And I do have a bit more leeway to set this up how I want. I mean, I could always just set up the album photo cards how I want to, but I prefer that in order. But I think I will do similar to what I did for the Mingi setup, where like, you know, I kind of want to do similar hairstyles or similar kind of themes, but I will probably make sure to still order them in kind of latest release. So this is Golden Hour Part 2. And this is all of the silver gray haired Yunho. Was this a wig? Actually, I didn't realize. Was this a wig? Like, I know that Songhwa had his pink haired wig. I don't think he died. Did he dye his hair for Golden Hour Part 2? Why I'm like, I don't know why that came to mind, but I realized like I don't think I realized if he did have a wig or not. Let's see here. And then we have dark haired Yunho right here. So into his like blue hair, and then we have his darker hair right here. Okay. Or do I only have 6, so maybe I'll do this. And oops, and then we have Golden Hour, and then we have some Fever. Actually, let me do the Golden Hour set first, and then I do have some from Not Okay and from Outlaw, and then this one is a Fever pub. Let me just make sure these are all in order. So that's Not Okay. There, this is Golden Hour and Golden Hour. Okay. There we go. How do I want to do this? I'll just set it up like this. Hugs. And then, yeah, I'll put all of his black suit outfit here. And everything else can go right here. And then, actually, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put maybe more of the Fever platforms here. So got Not Okay. We have Outlaw, Fever, And then we have these 3 fever platforms. Okay, and then what do I want to do? We have Ateez stuff here. Oh, and I also forgot, are these also, this is from the summer photo book too. So you know what, I'll put those there and then maybe just put them with the, no, I'll just do that. I'll just put that and then I'll grab this from their membership kit and then yeah, I'll put those in order. I just realized as well that they didn't do a summer photo book this year. And I think like they're not going to do, I mean, at this point, they're not going to do a season's greetings either, I don't think. I mean, they've been very busy, so it's kind of understandable that they haven't. Oh no, did this get bent? Let me just see if I can salvage it. Just do it this way. There we go. Gosh, I gotta be more careful. Okay. Here we go. But yeah, they've been so busy, so I'm not surprised that they haven't been able to do a summer photo book or a season's greetings for this year. But I have enjoyed them. I did, like, this year was my first year doing the season's greetings for 2025. I did like it. What do I want? Let's see here. I'll do it like this. All right. That's all. And I'm sure I have more of the Pacifics coming soon, even though they did end this year. I think I have maybe like 1 or 2 more Pacifics. And this is only just the Ateez. So we have the Ateez in Ice City. Let's do this. And then we have the Valentees from 2023. Okay. All right. So that is everything that I have so far for Yunho. And he's all now, oh gosh, nicely put away in his brand new binder. All right, everyone, that is it for my binder maintenance video. I will be doing a full flip through of my collection for the next video, but I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you next time. Bye.